Hey, what's up, guys? Here on the Fire Sports Pod, where everything we got is hot. I'm your host, Zach Jackson, here on today's episode. Obviously, it is Saturday night here on Season 8, episode number 22, here on the Fire Sports Pod, where everything we got is hot. Hope you guys are doing having a great weekend so far. Sorry I couldn't get to the show yesterday. A lot of things happened yesterday, so we're still getting a show for you guys today, and we're gonna stay true to what we've been doing for the last couple of shows. Obviously, hasn't been any big news really, barring the fact that the Warriors have been trying to get LeBron for the past I don't know 8 months or whatever the case is. Have been calling and whatever. Other than that, there's not really been some crazy news. John Wall retiring. Other than that, I mean, it's all about the NFL season. Shador Sanders preseason, everything is coming to an end, and the NFL season is around the corner. Opening day is September 4th, about a week and a half away, and it's coming fast, and it will be gone as fast as we can blink. So let's get right into the schedule. For some reason, this NFL thing is great. These picks where I can do it at, but for some reason they're not saving my picks, so I have to redo all the other picks. But we're gonna start and stick with the NFC West division. So let me share my screen so you guys can all take a look at my picks for this upcoming season for the NFC West, guys. And we're going to start with the San Francisco 49ers. Sports Talk with Aiden. What's good, my guy? How you doing? So we're going to start with the San Francisco 49ers. Week 1, they play their arch rivals in the Seattle Seahawks. For me here, this is a toss-up game. Obviously, it's in Seattle. San Francisco is coming off a very bad season last year, health-wise, and just continuity, because they didn't have guys that were supposed to be on the field. But I think this year is going to be a very good year. Sports Talk with Aiden, I definitely agree with you. I think the 49ers, it's sad for me to say as a Cowboys fan, I think they're going to be really good this year. So I'm going to take them winning Game 1 in Seattle. I'm going to take them beating the Saints. Saints are going to be probably the worst team in the NFL this year. San Francisco against the Cardinals, I could see something because this is another division rival game. I could see definitely an upset here based on the fact, but I'm not going to put it because 2 games later they play the Rams. So San Francisco starts out 3-0. Then they play Jacksonville. They start out pretty hot, 4-0. The only team they played that's pretty good is the Seahawks. I would say the Cardinals are doing well and going to the right direction finally, but I do not think that they are going to be one of the best of the best. Some people have the Cardinals going pretty good this year. I'm not sold. I got to see some things. But for the San Francisco at the LA Rams, they're not beating 2 division rivals at away from home. So I'm taking the Rams to get the win and give them their first loss. Then they play against the Buccaneers, another tough game in Tampa. And I think they go on a little bit of a losing streak here. I'm going to take Tampa to win back-to-back. I really am high on Tampa. I think Tampa's going to be a really good team this year. Falcons against San Fran all day. San Fran against Houston, another tough game. But I think San Francisco's defense is much better. And they're gonna take it to CJ Stroud. So I'm gonna take San Fran with the win. San Fran against the Giants, you know me, not even a Giants hater here all the time. Just San Fran's a better team. But this is where San Fran gets its get back against the Rams. I'm taking San Fran to beat the Rams at home in Santa Clara. Cardinals, I do not think that the Cardinals are going to get swept by the 49ers. I think they're going to split. I'm going to actually take the Cardinals to get an upset win in Arizona. San Francisco to beat the Panthers all day. Panthers, I think, are going to be better this year, but they're not going to be great. San Fran against Cleveland. Shador's probably playing by here. Still going to take San Francisco no matter if it's Shador or Joe Flacco or whoever. Taking San Fran. So right now they're at an 11-3 record. Then they go on their bye, and they're on a 4-win streak here. So I'm going to change my pick. I don't know why I picked it here. But we're going to go Tennessee versus San Fran all day, San Fran. Colts versus San Fran, I'm taking San Fran. Now, here's a tricky one. They're 13-3 right now. I'm actually going to take them to lose back-to-back games. And you might think I'm crazy to say this, but I think the Bears can upset San Francisco because I think the Bears are going to be playing for something. I think the 49ers are going to be really set in stone in their division and in the NFC, where they're not going to really have to play for seeding as much. And they potentially might have the best record in the NFC. But I'm going to take the Bears with an upset, and I don't think the Seahawks are going to get swept. If Arizona's not getting swept, then I'm taking Seattle to get the win. And right now they finish with a 12-5 record. Obviously, I'm picking Arizona to get a big time win in Week 11 in their house against San Francisco. But again, I think Arizona is primed to be able to stay in this race. They're not there yet, but I think there's a solid record for San Francisco, barring off what happened last year. 12-5. 3-3 in the division, 7-5 in the conference. Always this division is very hard for everybody here. 6-2 at home, 6-3 away, 1-1 against winning, 11-4 against losing. So you can see 3-1 against playoff teams. So they have a very good, favorable schedule here. I think that the only games that they could potentially lose is Week 1, Week 5, Week 6, Week 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't see another loss. Obviously, the Rams, 5. And then, other than that, the Seahawks and the Bears. So, there's 7 losses potentially could be here. I don't think that happens. I think there's only 5. And it could be less. But right now, I'm going to have San Francisco sitting at a pretty good record of 12-5. Now moving on, we're going to go to the LA Rams, who were this close of winning and getting to the NFC Championship game against the Washington Commanders, but they weren't able to get the job done against Philly, and they couldn't prevail. So, first game of the season, if Matthew Stafford is healthy in LA, I'm taking the Rams all day. All day. I like the Rams on this one. Rams against the Tennessee Titans. Rams against Eagles. A very good game here, but I'm taking Philly. Colts against the Rams. I'm taking the Rams. Rams against Baltimore. I'm taking Baltimore. Rams against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm taking the Rams. Rams against the Saints. Worst team in the NFL, the Saints. I'm taking the Rams. Rams San Francisco. Taking San Fran. Rams Seattle. There's another good one here. I'm taking Seattle. Rams LA. I think LA is able to get the win against Tampa. Then we move to Rams against the Panthers. Rams against the Cardinals. Again, I think it's more Rams win this game. Lions versus Rams. One hell of a matchup down the stretch. But I do think I'm going to take the Rams in this one. I really like the Rams in this one. I really do. But I'm going to have them after that big, massive win. They're going to lose against Seattle in Seattle. Then I got them winning this game, and then I got Arizona beating the Rams because Rams are playing for a playoff, or not playing for a playoff spot, really. And Arizona's going to come to play. So I'm going to take the LA Rams to be 11-6, one game below the San Francisco 49ers. They're 2-4 in their division, 11-6 overall. They're 6-2 at home, 5-4 away, 2-5 against winning, 9-1 against losing, 4-3 against playoffs, 7-5 in the conference, 2-4 in the division. So I think that's a pretty reasonable schedule. Rams can definitely get the job done. They can definitely win 2 more games and be 13-4. They have the tangibles. They have the team for it. I definitely think that is a possibility. Will it happen? Who knows? But this is a very stacked division. And now we're pretty much rocking here, guys. 9 minutes into the show. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Laporta and Tet for McBride and Ridley. Who wins that trade? Laporta and Tet for McBride and Ridley. Who wins that trade? To be honest, you can't go wrong with Laporta or McBride. Ridley or Tet. OJ, if I'm being honest, I like Ridley's upside. I'm going to take McBride. I like McBride too, a little bit better. Again, I like their McBride's poise. So I'd say if anyone won the trade, I would say McBride and Ridley. I think Ridley has a lot of upside. So I think McBride and Ridley would be my option, OJ. But whatever works. But I think that would be my winning trade. Who wins that trade? I think it's McBride and Ridley. What do you think? But yeah, guys, so that's the Rams schedule. We are now moving on to the Seattle Seahawks, as they formerly were known as the Legion of Boom. Right now, I have them losing week 1 to Seattle. To San Fran. Week 2, they play against Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. Very tough game, and I'm taking Pittsburgh. So they're 3-3. Saints, Seattle. At Arizona, tough game, but I'm going to take the Seahawks with the win. Against Tampa, I'm taking Tampa. Me too. Diggs is basically May's only good target. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree, Matthew. So I'm taking Tampa to beat Seattle. They're right now 5-4. Seattle beats Jacksonville. I think Seattle's defense is able to take down Houston, but not necessarily understanding. I think Houston takes it, though. I think Houston has a lot of upside this year. Washington beats Seattle. Seattle against Arizona. I think Arizona is going to split. I think everyone's going to split. I really do. Seattle against Rams, Seattle against Tennessee. Oh, all day Seattle. Seattle against Minnesota. This is a weird game here. Very weird game. And I'm taking Minnesota. Seattle against the Falcons. I'm taking Seahawks. Seahawks versus the Colts. I'm taking Seahawks. Matthew, who do you think won this trade? Gibbs for A-Chain, Myers, and Worthy. So, just so I can understand, somebody got Gibbs and gave up A-Chain, Myers, and Worthy, correct? If I'm taking Seahawks, Panthers, Seahawks all day, and then Seahawks to win it at the end. Yes. Good question. Gibbs is one hell of a running back as long as the guy who gave up A-Chain, Myers, and Worthy. Obviously, Gibbs and A-Chain, you just swap that position. Myers, he's okay. I like him. He's a good, solid, I would say he's a good, solid flex or a backup wide receiver, but I wouldn't say that he's a bona fide monster. Worthy has a potential to be very good, but he has not tapped into his superpower. He has not. Well, maybe it will be this year. I don't know. I had him last year, and he pissed me off because some games he dropped 20 something, and some games he dropped 8 or 5 or barely got any targets. So if I'm being honest, I'll take Gibbs all day. Even if you got to give up those 3 guys, I'll take it. I think Gibbs is just one of the best running backs in the game. I think he will, once Saquon and them get out, I think Gibbs is going to turn in or start slowing down. I think Gibbs is going to turn into the best running back in the NFL. That's how high I am on Gibbs. He is a monster. He's a bona fide superstar. And he's so young right now. Just imagine. Oh, okay. So, Matthew, if you're the one that got Gibbs and you already got a good wide receiver room, then you're golden, dude. You're absolutely golden. You bring Gibbs into that. That is absolutely fantastic. Great move on you. So yeah, the Seahawks guys, I think the Seahawks, they probably just missed the playoffs at a 10-7 record. Sam Darnold, new thing, all these new parts coming in. 3-5 at home, 7-2 away, 3-4 against winning teams, 4-2 in the division, 7-5 in the conference, 7-3 versus the losing, 3-5 versus playoff teams. So before we get on to Arizona, I'm gonna just answer the questions in the chat here. Rate my 10-man. Bo Nix, Chiron, JT, Neighbors, Mike Evans, McBride, Terry McLaurin. That's not bad, man. That's actually really good. Bo Nix is going to have one hell of a year, Cole. Bo Nix is going to go off. Chiron, I think, is going to do well. I think last year with all the fumbling and again, you guys don't even need him in the playoffs when they were, but I think he's going to come on strong this year, ready to prove something. And then Neighbors, I think Neighbors is going to be absolutely fantastic. JT, another one. Mike Evans, I think that's a fantastic pick. I think Mike Evans is going to have another monster season. I think he's breaking Jerry Rice's record for consistent 1,000-yard seasons. McBride is one of the best tight ends in the game, and he's young too. Terry McLaurin, obviously, where the hell is he going to be? But I think he's going to end up playing. Yeah, I could see you definitely won some trades heavily, Cole, because that you made some big time moves and big time adjustments. That's a great team. I think, Cole, you have a good shot of winning your or at least competing / winning in your league, in your fantasy league. But I definitely think that's one hell of a team right there. Obviously, you have your bench and stuff like that to help out, but for the starters, that's really good. Good on you. But guys, we're 15 minutes into the show, and again, guys, I appreciate all the support. If you guys are new out there, we'll be doing our fantasy football draft / just going over who are the top players and stuff like that very soon. Obviously, the NFL starts in a week and a half. Just wanted to get the schedules all out there so you guys got my picks. At the end of the NFL season, we will be doing a recap of our picks and see how we did, from Irv, our co-host, to Justin, to Lorenzo, to any of our special guests that we have on that want to come on for that. We'll be doing that as well. If you guys are new here, don't forget to drop a follow, as well as a like and a share. I do NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, all that stuff. So if you guys are willing to give me some support, I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, we're going to finish off, guys, with the show here today with one final team, and that is the Arizona Cardinals. But before I go, Guzit said my 11th pick team, Baker, Irvin, Bucky's going to be good this year. Kamara, I love Kamara, but he needs to stay healthy. BTJ, JSN, Ingram, Jennings. Thoughts? I don't think that's a bad team either. I think that's a solid team. I don't know. I would really have to see who other teams that you have in your division, who you're playing against, and then in your entire groups, in your entire fantasy football league. But I think that's a solid team. You just got to hope that everyone is able to stay healthy, because Ingram has problems with staying healthy. Kamara has problems with staying healthy. Jennings is here and there. So I definitely think you have a good team. I just got to see what other people are there. And then if your guys stay healthy, you should be fine, unless there's complete drop-off on those guys, because mostly all the guys that you just listed had pretty good seasons last year, if not great. So we're going to finish off the show, guys. If I have any questions, you guys just let me know, and I'll answer it while I'm going over this. But for right now, we have the Arizona Cardinals. First game of the season, they play the Saints, taking the Cardinals. Arizona plays Panthers. I actually think the Panthers can get a job done here. I like the Panthers. I think they're going to make a surprise. Not make the playoffs type of surprise, but they're going to compete. Arizona is the Tennessee, not even close. Arizona against the Colts. Good game. I don't know what's happening with the Daniel Jones thing. I don't know how well he's going to play. I trust Kyle Murray and their offense and their defense a little bit more than the Colts. They're kind of a nut case right now. So I'm taking the Arizona Cardinals. Right now, they're 6-5. Green Bay, that's not even a question. It's Green Bay. Arizona against Dallas, taking Dallas, not even just because I'm a Cowboys fan. They're the better team, but we've seen that in the past. That doesn't always work. Arizona against Seattle, big time upset in Seattle, taking Arizona. San Fran, this might go terribly wrong, but back-to-back games against division rivals. They play the Seahawks and then the the 49ers. I have Arizona beating them back-to-back. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we're going to roll with it. Arizona beats Jacksonville in a tough one. To be honest, I'm going to go Jacksonville here. Jacksonville, based on the fact that just in case. You know what I mean? Because Jacksonville's a little funky. They can probably come on strong out of nowhere. Tampa definitely beats Arizona. LA beats Arizona week 14. Arizona versus Houston. Again, I think they can give a run for their money, but I'm taking Houston. Now, the Falcons, Arizona, I'll probably have to go with the Falcons here. Bengals versus Arizona, I'm taking the Bengals all day. And then they end the season with a win against the Rams, because I don't think the Rams are going to be playing for a playoff spot. And I think the Arizona is just going to go off at a win. So, again, a very hard division. If you guys know San Fran, for me, I had them at 12-5 next year, 3-3 to division. LA, I had them 11-6 making the playoffs at a 2-4 record in the division. Seattle just misses the playoffs in the NFC for right now at a 10-7 record, 4-2 in the division. Arizona 6-11, 3-3 in the division. So, like I said, record 6-11 in their schedule, 3-3 in the division, 4-8 in the conference, 2-6 at home, 4-5 away, 3-8 against winning, 3-3 against losing, 2-6 against 2-6 against playoff teams. That's where I got right now. Just to go over some other NFC teams. We did the NFC East division where we had my picks. I have the Eagles at 12-5, Washington 11-6, Dallas at 11-6. Dallas has a pretty favorable schedule this year. Other than the 6 games I have them losing. Giants 3-14. I just think that there's going to be a lot of question marks. I hope Jackson Dart doesn't have to play this year based on the fact that hopefully Russell Wilson's able to take care of it for most of the time so they don't have to force him into something that might kill his confidence because I think he's going to be a pretty good talent. I still like Shador over him and everybody else, but for right now, Jackson Dart looking pretty good in preseason. I could say that. So that's it for the NFC. Obviously, we still have to do the NFC North. That's the Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions, Minnesota Vikings, Bears. That's going to be one hell of a freaking podcast. And then you got Irv's Tampa Bay Bucks, Falcons, Panthers, Saints. And then the last one for the AFC is Lorenzo's Steelers. You got the Ravens, Steelers, Browns, and Bengals we got to go over. But yeah, guys, other than that, that is pretty much it here on the Fire Sports Pod, where everything we got is hot. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again, guys, it was just a quick 20 to 22-minute show, just going over another division. We're getting close to the NFL season. Very, very, very close, and sooner rather than later. So definitely you're going to probably might see another podcast come out during the week as an extra one, just based on so we can get the divisions, or we'll just go over 2 divisions in each of the podcasts. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the show on this Saturday night. If you guys haven't done so already, don't forget to drop a follow as well as a like and a share. We do NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB content, and all the stories that come along with those sports. So check it out. Stay tuned, and we'll see you all for Recap Monday on Season 8, Episode 23. This is your host, Zach Jackson, on the Fire Sports Pod, and this is him saying peace out on Season 8, Episode number 22. Have a great rest of your night, guys.